Okay, now I'm just a guy who just reads, and I look at posts, I look at websites, I scan the internet to see what's going on. Now, that being said, I'm not somebody that's in the know. However, as somebody who is in the Michigan General Assembly, and with some of the people that I know and talk to on a generally regular basis, I was told last year, September of 2023, that come September of 2024, which we are now in and almost toward the end of, things are about to get crazy. Things are about to get very insane, very expensive. People are going to more than likely lose their collective marbles. Well, what did we see just recently? The public arrest of P. Diddy, Sean Combs, right? Music mogul, whatever you want to call him. Now, I find it rather interesting. Now, I raised the question. I'm not even speaking on opinions or whatever, but I just raise these questions. Have you noticed the Congress, the de facto Congress, not the lawful governing body, which is the people in the General Assembly, like the Michigan General Assembly, which is what I'm a part of. But have you noticed that the de facto Congress is on a 1 month long recess? Interesting. Didn't they just have a recess in August? Didn't they have a whole month off just about? That's one question. I'm seeing a lot of things occur on October 1st. When I say things, I'm talking like little things on my local level, like big changes occurring with my gym, right? Being 24/7 now, which is not typically a 24/7 facility, but being a 24/7 facility and getting rid of all their staff. Now, if you saw the gym, this is a big facility. This is bigger than most YMCA's rec centers. I mean, it's a huge, huge facility. Just ask the question, why are they making that 24/7? Just so maybe there's no questions if it happened to be occupied by military? I don't know. I'm just saying. There's a lot of people that I see that are living in rest areas because I'm sure financial and economic hardship. I don't know. But now I'm seeing in my local area, particularly one rest area off of 196, closer to West Michigan, near the lake shore, up the road from Muskegon, that they're going to be closing a rest area come October 1st. Now, why would that be? Are they doing construction? I don't know. But there's a lot of people that live in their vehicles at that rest area. It has also been said by the Michigan State Police that there's a lot of human trafficking that occurs there. So I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of little things that are occurring on October 1st. Now, some things could be legit, some things not so. I don't know. What else is going to happen October 1st? Oh, that's right. The Department of Labor is warning everybody that over 3 dozen, I think that's the number, at least 3 dozen ports along the East Coast and Gulf of Mexico are at risk of shutting down because of a port strike, which would take about 45,000 employees from all those ports collectively, and those ports would be inoperable. Now, going back to my friend out of Alaska who told me last year in 2023 that things are about to get wild starting September of 2024 going forward, kind of almost falls in line with what he was saying, because if we have that many ports go down, things can get very expensive if we can't get goods and our imports from other countries. Now, I'm just asking the question. I don't know anything special. I'm not privy to any particular information. All I know is that I raise these questions, and you should too. What I would highly recommend is prepare. Buy at least a month's worth of food and water and provisions for at least 30 days. At least minimum 30 days. And have some cash on hand. Because remember when the whole CrowdStrike thing happened? That put a lot of companies out of commission, and banks and merchant services and debit cards couldn't be used, at least at a lot of these gas stations that I deliver fuel to. They could take, the only thing that they were able to take is cash for 2 days. 2 days, Friday and Saturday. And part of Sunday, actually. So 2.5 days before everything came up and operational again to use debit cards. So don't think for 1 second that that won't happen again, but also on a larger scale. Because remember, our monetary system, our fiat worthless federal debt note system is crumbling. And it's losing value. Because the petrodollar is no longer going to be the reserve currency of the world. In fact, the BRICS nations are going to make sure of that. Well, what does that leave us to do then? Well, we have to get back to a constitutional currency, constitutional money. That means eliminating the Federal Reserve out of the equation from printing our money because they are a private corporation. So that means we have to back our money by gold and precious metals like silver. Huh. That's interesting. But when you reset a financial system that's ran off of computers and digital codes and practically everything's online, if you're going to reset a financial system, just like when you do a major update on your personal computer, don't you have to do a hard reset and shut it down and restart it? So when your phone is updating and you have to do a hard reset, are you able to send text? Are you able to get on your bank apps? Check your balance? Are you able to get on your social media to communicate or even make a phone call? Nope. So what do you think is going to happen when the system has to reset? I'm just saying. Ask the questions. Think. And if you want to know more about how to be a part of the reassembly of states, which is recognized by the Navy, by the military. We had the Department of Homeland Security come into one of the Michigan General Assembly meetings. It was the Terrorism Task Force, I believe is what it was, through the Department of Homeland Security. And I checked in and sat in as a guest in one of our meetings. Now, this is before my involvement, but this was this story is corroborated by a lot of people that I trust. And after the meeting was over, some key figures that were responsible for initiating the MGJA went and met these people out in the parking lot and asked them, hey, what are you doing here? They said, well, we're with the Department of Homeland Security, the Terrorist Task Force, and just wanted to make sure that everything that you're doing was lawful and on the up and up. Well, to make a long story short, they said everything that we see here that you are doing, you are within your lawful rights. We know what you're doing, we see what you're doing, and we hope you are successful. We hope you are successful. Successful in what? Reassembling our states so we can have a true convention of states that is ran and operated by the people. Because remember, Donald Trump said during his inauguration back in 2017 that they are taking power from Washington, D.C. and giving it back to the people. How do we do that? By getting involved in your local, county, and state General Assembly. You want to learn more? Well, you can go to national-assembly.net. National-assembly.net. If you have questions, email contentmanager1@yahoo.com. There's a few people that attend to that account, and if you want to get involved and you want to know who to get in contact in your local state, check it out. But prepare yourselves, folks. October 1st is just right around the corner, and things are about to get nuts. God bless.